There is no planet B. There is no planet blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Good morning, afternoon, or night, Devils fans. It is I, the devil you know. And I'm here with some facts, some trivia, all that kind of shit. And that's what we're gonna do. I really didn't plan any specific opening for this episode. It is 7:29 a.m. I have a doctor's appointment through, whatever the fuck, Zoom, in like a half hour. So we're gonna go through some stuff, some Devils history. Now, I want to reiterate, I tell people, hey, I do a very short 10-minute, maybe 12-minute podcast. It's not even a podcast. It's just a thing. Where I go over Devils history, and they go, well, I've been a fan since 1982, so, I know the history. Well, that's, if you've heard any of these episodes, you know that that's not the history we're talking about. We're going into small details, sometimes about players that only played 5 games for the Devils, or, their stats, that's what this is. So, for instance, on May 19th in 2010, and I was gonna post his first goal recently. I was gonna do it, but I didn't do it yet. And remember, Jesper Brad's birthday is the 30th of this month. I already have a scheduled Twitter post ready for his birthday in the morning. So but on May 19th, 2010, the Devils signed defenseman Eric Jelinas, if you remember, wicked shot from the point. And he was their second pick, 54th overall in the 2009 draft. They signed him to his first contract on May 19th of 2010. Did you know that? And I asked this question already, but if you follow me on Twitter X, you would have seen the jokes about this. Who did the Devils obtain from the Maple Leafs in exchange for Alexander Suglobov on March 8th, 2006? Ken Klee, and then there's some post I put up, like, get your free Ken Klee ice cream, I don't know. October 9th, 1982, one of our favorite people in the organization. It says here Glenn Resch, but we're going to call him Chico Resch, became the first goalie in New Jersey Devils history to record an assist during a 5-5 tie. Let me know, were you even alive when ties happened? If you're listening to this, were you even alive when ties were able to end the game? When the games were able to end in ties? I'm talking backwards today. Anyway, he was the first goalie in Devils history to get an assist during a 5-5 tie against the Maple Leafs at Maple Leaf Gardens. And he assisted on a second period goal by Merlin Malinowski, which is such a great name. Merlin, just like Angus Crookshank, who I'm hoping to, we had to reschedule, so I'm hoping maybe to talk to him tonight. We'll see. It'll be up here. If it is, I'll write about it, and the video will be here. Which 4 players, now this isn't the same question I asked in the last episode. Which 4 players scored at least 20 goals for the Devils in 1996-97? Now, if you remember 96-97, that's when the Devils returned to the playoffs. That's when some Devils fans were saying Scott Niedermayer wasn't cutting it in the playoffs. After the Devils won the Cup in 95 and then missed the playoffs in 96, which was one of only 3 playoff misses that they had in like a 25 to 27 year span. The only other team that was better and had more playoff appearances in that same time was the Detroit Red Wings. So you got to give it up to them. They made it to the finals in 95, if you remember, but it wasn't their time. Anyway, I have also one of these players I have a giveaway for, so we're going to give it away here. The answer, Bill Guerin, one of them. Bobby Holik, 2-time Devil, one of them. Bill Guerin Was Bill Guerin the two-time devil, or was that just Brian Rolston? I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments. Please utilize the comments on Substack. I am asking with arms wide open, please. I want to see how it works. I want to interact and see what's going on. John McClane. And the giveaway is from the same year, 1997. The 1997 Upper Deck series, which is the best set of photos Upper Deck has ever done on their cards. They're all bench photos. Maybe when I upload this video, I'll put some examples on the screen. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Dave Andreychuk. I have the Dave Andreychuk card. He's, you know, it's basically like in between, you know, during commercial breaks, they would take pictures of players at the bench. Like the Brodeur one is him. It looks like he's like hanging out during an intermission, during a commercial break, stuff like that. All the pictures, they're not mid-play. Some of them might be, but not all of them. Most of them are still photos of a player just like standing up at like in their bench or outside their bench. On June 3rd, 2000, Jason Arnott. And this is another giveaway. So I'm going to do the Andreychuk giveaway. If you comment below and interact with me to let me know that the interactions work on Substack, I will send you the Dave Andreychuk card. Now, this next one, I have a special card that I will also give away to a listener or a subscriber of mine who is listening to this. And it might be more up your alley. It is a Jason Arnott Rookie Sensations. And by the way, every card that I will give away to anyone is a mint 10 mint. Every card is mint. If there's any problems with it, it's from either your handling of it or Magic. Because I have any card I would send is already double plastic, not double, plastic. One plastic and then a one-touch, you know, magnetized schmagegi, whatever you call it. But on June 3rd, which is my daughter's birthday, not 2000, but on June 3rd, 2000, Jason Arnott scored a goal. And by the way, that's 63. That's Jesper Bratt. My daughter's birthday happens to be Jesper Bratt. It's also my brother's birthday. On June 3rd, 2000, Jason Arnott scored a goal and an assist, and rookie defenseman Brian Rafalski recorded 2 assists for the Devils in a 2-1 victory against Jason Arnott's former Dallas Stars in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final at Reunion Arena. And Jason Arnott, of course, became the hero of that series. We all remember vividly. And now, oh, I already did that one. We got to go back. Okay. Who did these keep going in circles. I love this. Who did the Devils select with their 3rd overall pick in the 91 entry draft? Now, NHL, of course, entry draft. Now, it's funny because Nico Hischier is the first player the Devils were ever able to get at 1st overall. The Devils never had a 1st overall pick before Nico Hischier. They were supposed to have one when Mario Lemieux was available, but someone, I'm not going to name any team organizational names, Pittsburgh Penguins cheated. I will leave a link, actually, to Playing to Lose, the documentary made about how the Penguins cheated Devils out of getting Mario Lemieux. It's unbelievably fucked up. It's just really unbelievable. It really is. Anyway, in 91, 3rd overall pick was, of course, Scotty Niedermayer. And we'll do one more goalie thing before I go. On October 9th, 2010. Now remember, this is 2010, October 9th. Moose. Johan Hedberg, the Moose. Someone peeing? Or is that just some rain? made his Devils regular season debut. Now, what would you think happened in a Moose debut? Regular season debut. He obviously played some preseason games. He had a 7-2 loss against the Washington Capitals at Verizon Center. He actually relieved Martin Brodeur at the start of the third period and stopped 7 of 9 shots, so he only led 2 goals up, but 7 out of 9 isn't really the best in the world. So, you know, it is what it is, but Moose was one of the best backup goalies the Devils ever had. I would also say Mike Dunham, Johnny the Beezer. Of course, you have to just put there because of his name. Clemenson. Of course, Keith Kincaid's underrated run in the late 2010s. We can never forget that. Never forget Double K. He was the king. Martin Brodeur pulled 7-2 loss in Washington, Verizon Center, October 9, 2010. Thank you for listening. I hope you come back for the next episode. There will be some crazy articles coming out soon. I have inside information. People do not realize I am an insider. I work in the business of NHL hockey, specifically the Metro Division. Not even that, but the Rangers, Devils, and Islanders only. That is my sector. That is what I work. So that's the information that I can get, and I hope you are hearing me. And if you're checking my Twitter account, I am putting hints. If you look back on, I don't know, it might have been the 7th of this month, I posted a little video of Dougie Hamilton. And that was just a sign to tell you, because people were talking about Dougie Hamilton was getting traded at that point. No, he wasn't, and I knew that. So I put up the video of Dougie Hamilton. I'm throwing hints out. Check them out, people. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This has been The Devils You Know, and you know that the Devils are the best. Let's go! You thinking about it? I'm thinking about it. Let's go. Peace.
There is no planet B. There is no planet blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah.